We're back with another foundation tested. This is the series where I am your guinea pig. You literally tell me what products you want me to spend money on or try. I will get them, I will put them on my face, wear them throughout an entire day, and show you updates throughout the day on how they work, if they hold up, if they don't, and how they work on acne-prone skin. Update, I've been breaking out. I've done it to myself. I've got some honker pimples that we're going to be covering here today, and I'm going to be testing out the brand new IT Cosmetics matte formula of their CC cream and powder. Back when I was in Boston, I reviewed the original formula, but they just launched this, and it's supposed to be for oily prone skin. This is their famous CC cream, but this time it is oil-free. The powder is talc and oil-free, and it's supposed to be mattifying. To start, IT Cosmetics is completely cruelty-free. They are formulated alongside plastic surgeons and dermatologists. This is a full coverage correcting cream. It's 1.08 ounces, 32 milliliters for $38, and this happens to be oil-free and SPF 40. This is also a physical sunscreen, which means it's safe for acne-prone skin and it's safe in the ocean. It's supposed to be poreless, meaning it won't show off your pores. So let's see how this goes. The original formula really creased up on my skin, which was kind of iffy for me, so we're gonna see how this gets put to the test. In addition, it's supposed to keep your face matte all day, but it's supposed to be hydrating, so it doesn't dry out the skin, it actually keeps moisture in. And how they do that, not totally sure, gonna have to read some of the ingredients and find out. With this launch, they also have the CC Perfecting Powder. This is supposed to be an oil-free powder that keeps you mattified and oil-free all day long, but it is talc-free. Talc is an interesting kind of debatable ingredient. Johnson & Johnson is actually being sued for billions or millions of dollars because some of their talc in their baby powder was linked to people getting cancer, but I'd rather not have it in my makeup products if I don't need it in there. This retails for $35. It has SPF 50 and it is a sheer to full coverage. I'm in the color medium, and at least for the CC Cream Skincare Plus Foundation, they have 12 shades, so depending on your skin color, you should be covered. I have been breaking out on my temples and I have a honkin' pimple on my chest. No bueno. And let's get to putting this on the face and see how it wears. Fresh-faced, clean hands, breaking out. We're gonna do a rant video on breaking out because these mofos are painful. Also, the inside of my mouth is literally a gigantic blister. Today we're gonna test these out. I'm gonna break these open and I'm gonna do half with the IT Cosmetics brush, which is what they recommend, the other half with my hand. So this is my skin before. As you can see, we've got our acne scars as always. We've got some little pimples. I'm really breaking out here because I haven't been taking care of myself. We got some stuff here. My blackheads are pretty okay. I have this whomping cyst that is painful and hurts right here, which we're also gonna cover up. But let's break this puppy open. I recommend starting at the inside of the face and going to the outside of the face. So let's blend this out. It hurts to stab my jaw. Long story short, I burned the inside of my mouth. I ate food that was way too temperature hot. I tried to ignore it. I was like trying not to be rude so I didn't spit the food out, but it ended up blistering the top of my mouth and becoming this large sore. So then I got this over-the-counter numbing cream, but then the numbing cream made my face swollen, but it didn't take away the pain. The pain radiated up into my jaw, up into my ear, up into my head. It has been horrific. So that's what I'm dealing with. If I'm pissy today, that's why. So on first impressions, this goes on pretty well. Being a mattifying foundation, I thought that it would dry quicker, but it's actually not that quick drying, which is interesting. I have a lot of workability time. It looks a little bit cakey with this brush, but I'm gonna see how it goes as I blend out. And looking at my jaw and my skin, it's actually covering really well. Okay. I'm actually gonna get us even closer here. It's going on a little bit cakier than I expected, but what's nice is that it has like this tacky texture, which I'm assuming will hold the powder pretty well. Let's move to the other side of the face. I'm going to use my fingertips. Ooh, and as I touch this for the first time, the texture is very creamy. Like, it's very creamy. It almost feels like more of a cream product than a liquid product, which is interesting. So I guess it is covering pores, but not raised texture as well. As you can see, like right there. Just like the original non-matte formula, it is creasing on my eyes. Can you see that? So it is getting a little bit creasy as it dries. You know, with the fingers, it actually goes on really nice. And again, it is so silky smooth. So here we can see how it's covering my acne scars and this texture. The side that I applied with my hand covered texture really well. I feel like it covered texture even better than the side that I did with the brush. Zoom us back out, and I'm going to attack this large pimple on my chest. Now this is like where the test comes home. If it can cover this and keep it covered throughout the day, then we're talking. It does say full coverage, so let's see if it's talking about color. Ooh. Oh, that's nice. Ooh. As I blend out, it takes off a little bit of that coverage. So let me apply first a color layer. Isn't breaking out fun? This just takes me back, spending 2.5 hours every single morning to apply foundation before I went to school to feel somewhat socially acceptable. The good thing about working on self-confidence instead of my makeup skills is the fact that I can now go out with a full face of breakouts and still feel confident, and now I kind of know what triggers my breakouts. Really, confidence is like the best makeup accessory because it doesn't matter what the physical condition of your skin is, you just know that you're a boss ass every day. So here I have just patted this over my pimple yet again, and that covered up really, really well. This is the CC Airbrush Perfecting Powder, and this is the mattified one with no shimmer. So it's really exciting because we've been waiting for this. It comes with 0.33 ounces of your product, which is pretty typical. And then it also comes with one of these, and you know how I feel about these. These are bacterial breeding grounds. We put them in our thing, face, back in, you're just growing your own bacteria. High breakouts. But I'm gonna use half of my face with the brush, this half, which I also did, and then the other face with this little pad, just to see how it goes by the end of the day. So, oh, okay. As I'm patting this on, I want you to see there's a lot of creasing going on, especially around the eye area. This is a full coverage product. Full coverage products generally tend to crease a little bit more, but still no me gusta. This powder is pretty good. It's not the finest texture, but it is nice. And you know what's really nice is that the formula of the foundation is making the powder stick really well. It doesn't feel oily and it doesn't feel drying either. A lot of matte foundations tend to make you feel dry. Your skin kind of feels tight. This isn't doing that, which is really nice. Here we are on the powdered side that I applied both with the brush. As you can see, this texture, we've got a pimple here, we've got some scarring here. Covers up pores pretty well, but any raised texture, not so much. Covers color pretty well too. On the other side, I'm going to use the pad that it comes with. So it really is a full coverage powder, as we can see from just the pad. That's some intense coverage. There again is the eye creasing. Wow, even when I blend it out, it doesn't stop creasing. And remember, that was my biggest issue with the original, the Luminous CC cream. So I'm patting this on. Does this happen to anybody else? Now that the wetness from my face is being applied to this, it's making this a little bit gummy. Guys, even though this comes with the pad, I wouldn't use it with the pad because look at what it's doing. I would only use it with a brush. So this tells me that this product probably has some sort of emollient in it, maybe some sort of waxy ester, something like that, because otherwise this wouldn't be happening. It has water, it has silica, hydrolyzed collagen. So that is the full face. This is the side that I applied with my hands and with a little pad. This is the side that I applied the powder. They feel pretty much the same. You can feel that foundation's there, but it doesn't feel cakey. My only concern is this creasing. So that's what we're working with. This again is the pimple on my chest. I'm going to apply with the brush to cover it. I mean, that covers pretty darn well. Seeing as this was a cystic pimple and the size of it was huge, I am impressed, but let's see how this lasts throughout the day. Gonna cover this pimple on the side too. Oh, Cassandra, aren't we having fun? But this is the final look. This is what the skin is doing. It is hour 0. Let's get on to doing the rest of our makeup. Boom! Face is done, and can I say that I'm living for some new products? I used a lot of new products today. Smashbox, bringing it home with these gold colors on the lid. I used a little bit of a pixie pop. And then this is from Urban Decay's new like runaway collection, this lipstick. I'm kind of living for it. And of course a few old tried and true like Too Faced. But that being said, I am already late and Bay Area traffic is a butt and a half and my tooth is throbbing. So I'm gonna wipe some benzocaine all over the inside of my mouth and hopefully stop sweating and put on real clothing, and let's get going to the YouTube headquarters. Oh, you have no idea how bad this hurts. Oh, and now my entire mouth is gonna be numb. Oh, the worst. Let's get going. Delicious lattes and the nicest people ever. This is Katia. She's amazing. Tell me like 2 amazing things about yourself.
Oh, about me?
Yes.
Oh gosh. I work at YouTube.
I actually started off as not so popular on the internet or in real life. I had really bad acne growing up. That enabled me to figure out who I was. Not acne, but who is Cassandra? What does she enjoy? What does she like creating? That brought me to a place where I didn't need makeup to feel confident. Like the crap that I've gone through and all the things that other people have told me and I've told myself, if I don't share this and help somebody else, it's all for nothing. So that's when I started uploading videos to YouTube. This is like you, like strong entrepreneurial people, like people who have suffered with acne, like people who are passionate about social media and digital change. It just makes my life. Silicon Valley North Stars is an organization that gives kids the opportunity to learn about technology and analytics. They're based out of the Midwest and they are phenomenal. Meeting you guys, picking you up, to you about YouTube as a platform and social media as a platform and how we can use it for good. That's what I live for. And they gave me a blanket. So let's do a little skin update. The time right now is officially 11:20, which means I have had this on my face for 2 hours and 20 minutes. I applied it at 9 a.m. and I remember this because I had a conference call. Little did you know that I was having a conference call during half of that time I was filming. Multitasking. I am creasing. Do you see this? Underneath the eyes. Do you see that? It looks papery, and then right here. Overall, it does feel really weightless, and for what it's worth, I'm sweating in this blazer. The temperature right now is 84 degrees, and I am not even seeing sweat. It's like, it should be beating up here, but I don't even see it. Oh my God. Pimples, man, pimples. It's a full coverage foundation for color, definitely, but for texture, y'all are gonna need a primer. Seeing as how hot it is, get off. Done. These other drivers are probably like, what the is going on with this? Good question, sir, good question. I already feel 100 times better. I think I'm actually gonna change this into something much more comfy. Let's do that. Tank top and my flippy floppies. So I have two friends that are moving really far away. One is Jared. He's moving back to Texas, which is where he was born before he came out here for school. And the other is Chloe, and she's moving to London. And I love them both so much. I want to see them really, really bad, but I'm also kind of a workaholic and I have a lot of work that I have to get done. Let me rephrase that. I have a lot of work that I get to get done. Having a job is a privilege. Having the problems that are associated with business and with hiring new people and with doing what I do, even though they're problems, they are opportunities. So instead of saying I have to edit a video, I have to write up these materials, I have to do these analytic reports, I'm gonna say that I get to. But my goal today is that if I can get those things done or make some major headway on them, along with a secret project, then I'm going to allow myself to see them this evening and maybe have dinner with them or jam on the guitar. But that is really important to me. And I wonder if I can get these other things done. But it's not about complaining, it's about pushing through and making it work. So let's go find some Wi-Fi and let's get uploading. Just look at how much plastic is involved with like a simple lunch. I just saw myself in the reflection. I look like a total bum. Oh, you're right, Mom. Sorry, Mom. Sorry, Dad. Ah, 90s kids perpetually disappointing their parents since the 90s. Sriracha baked tofu and like mango-y salad dressing was not a good idea for my jaw. No matter how much of this numbing cream I put on, my jaw perpetually hurts. It's so swollen. It's radiating up through my jaw into my ear. It's been going on like this for 5 days. I don't want to go to the dentist because I don't want them to put me on antibiotics. Last time I was on antibiotics was for acne, ruined my gut health, ruined my skin, and it gave me some major digestional and weight issues. And like, even if they say that it's an infection, all they're gonna do is give me antibiotics. So I'm like, what do I do? I'm just gonna keep applying my benzocaine. I think I'm gonna start doing salt washes because I don't know what else to do. Also, skin update, the lighting here is actually really good. No oiliness, no sweat. Like you can see there's a little bit of sweat in my hairline, but literally none on my forehead, a little bit of creasing here, major creasing here. And the acne coverage, like texture, bro. I feel like if you don't have textural issues, but you just have oily skin, this is a great product, but I'll see about the end of the day. It is 3 o'clock right now, so this has officially been on for 6 hours. And I mean, in this lighting, it looks really good. Up close, really hasn't changed much since I put it on. It's just that ever since I put it on, it's been creasing. Every single time I talk, my tongue rubs against the upper inside of my mouth, and it's like preventing it from healing. Oh. The jaw pain, the decaf coffee. It feels so good to get that video uploaded. You have no idea. So got some really productive stuff done. I had a call Ow, that was my leg. Had a call with an intern, got a bunch of product forms done, got a bunch of phone calls done, manufacturer calls done, analytics done. I got my video uploaded. And I am behind on 2 different tasks, but I'm still gonna go see Jared because they are 2 tasks that are not essential. And when it comes to time management, you have to prioritize. There's this 4-quadrant thing that YouTube and my friend Maya taught me, and it basically lists tasks on order of importance as well as urgency. And because the 2 tasks that I have are in the lower quadrant that isn't as urgent, I can put those off. So little skin check-in. My skin is looking cakey. It is really creasing here, but I have absolutely no oil. So oil-wise, we're totally good to go, but everything else is just giving us some poor problems. I just finished packaging this for one of you. This is, oh no, is it already? Oh no, that was in my trunk. This is a huge box that is going out to that person in New Jersey who won one of my giveaways. I do a lot of giveaways on Instagram and social media, and sometimes I stalk you on Instagram and I like all your photos, and then I reach out and I'm like, hey, send me your address. I've got products that I want to send to you. So if you're on the Instagram, come say hi, because you'll never know what happens. I love giving you stuff. It makes me feel so happy that I can share, because sharing is caring, y'all. I've been vegan for almost 5 years, and a lot of people ask me, Cassandra, how do you go vegan? What do you eat? And my biggest tip is look at whatever you currently eat and just get vegan ingredients. For instance, if you're gonna make nachos, use vegan cheese. If you're gonna make ground beef tacos, get the veggie ground beef. There are so many different substitutes for cream cheeses, yogurts, meats, you name it, that there is no excuse not to take care of your health and the planet. Time for snacks. I'm blinded by the sun and my mouth is numb. Yeah. But at least I'm not oily. Oh yeah, I can feel my own tongue. मेरी जीभ दुखते हैं. I'm sorry, I'm such a complainer. Now you know what my mom had to deal with for 25 years. Hello, friend! Hello! Hello, my other friend! So I'm making a salt wash for my face. You're getting rid of everything in the house because you're driving your car from California to Texas.
Yep. Hey, do you need plates, bowls, knives, forks?
Internet garage sale! Everything is for sale. Chowder and I are best friends. Except for when I love her. She runs away. So delicious. Oh, I can't eat on the left side of my mouth. Chloe convinced me that it wasn't infected, so if she was wrong, you have to sue her for me. I'm gonna die of a mouth infection. Welcome to my super high quality, high budget film setup. That awkward moment when your friend is like sitting on your floor voguing for no reason.
Cassie gets a perfect selfie in like one try.
Not true.
I'm watching her, she's just over here casually turning her head like a model.
It's a mess.
Do you ever use the model hashtag on Instagram?
No.
What do you think?
My
about
mama taught me better.
What do you think about people who use the model hashtag?
They should do what makes them feel good about themselves.
That's such a positive way to say it.
Hello, little friends. My other friends are over here.
So.
My heart is already aching for you and your long drive.
I'm gonna go to England. I'm gonna be fancy with my teeth.
It is officially 9:05, which means I have had this on for 12 and a half hours. And this is how it has held up. I am not oily at all. I sweated a little bit because it was like 100 degrees today. It was like 85. So none of that turned oily. And like normally the sides of my nose are super oily. The oil control is amazing. But my big beef is with the creasing. What the F creasing? First off, let's look at this pimple. Kind of got rubbed off by my shirt. Let's zoom you in. Hi, boobies. Demonetized. This is how it held up. And as you can see, it's not ideal, but yeah, I mean, I've seen better. It's also like changed color a little bit, whatever. Here's the close-up of the face. I'm surprised that my glitter lasted so long. Smashbox, Pop, you're with it today. This is my face. Again, oil control is pretty fine, but this creasing has got me tripping. Like even on my forehead where like I legit don't have lines, wherever I moved, I got lines. What's up with that? So if you have money and if you don't have texture on your skin, this is a great product. If you need something oil control that's going to actually keep you mattified, this is probably one of the best oil controlling formulas I've ever seen. But it doesn't cover scars and it doesn't cover texture. And if you got wrinkles, I don't know. This is making me really unhappy. Chloe, Jared, come scrutinize my face. Come here, I want you to look really, really close at my face. Come, my friends, come, my friends. Jared, scrutinize my face.
What am I looking for?
Total, like what do you see and what do you not see? Vogue or like sandpaper?
I feel like the texture is a little flat and matte on the cheeks. I don't know.
How do you know what that means?
What? It's matte is a texture. What do you think?
I like it. It's a little... I have a preference for like semi-transparent foundation. It's a little heavy.
Does it look
in my
cakey?
face. A little bit. Down along the chin, right underneath the nose, and a little bit on the forehead, yeah. Yeah.
Because it's this new mattified oil-free one and everyone's like, oh, try it. So I tried it. But like, texture, bro. Like texture everywhere. Well, friends, it's a pleasure to introduce you to my other friends. This one will be in London. This one will be in Texas. He makes music on the internet, so go say hi. And you make cool things in the kitchen.
I do cook, and eventually I'll write. We'll see what happens.
Anyways, guys, like and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed this foundation tested. And if you have another request for a foundation that you want me to be your big guinea pig for, put it in the comments, and maybe they'll read it too.
I don't have any Wi-Fi, so I'll get to them at some point.
I must ask you a question.
But you will share it for later.
Have you subscribed?
No.
Damn it!
I will. I'll push the button that's right here.
It's actually over here.
Over here.
Actually, there is a button up here. So, you know how like I actually have friends? Isn't it shocking? Guess what? If I clicked that little white arrow, I could text this video directly to them. If you're like me and you have at least one friend, you should click the little white arrow
Start sending.
and text this video to them.
Start sending all of Cassie's
Please text me
videos.
all of your videos.
I love you guys, and we will all see you on the internet from London and Texas and like the trunk of my car. Okay? Bye.